So Denver has made some huge payouts in recent years for police misconduct and promised big policy changes. But an oversight board in Denver says it's not clear how often those changes actually happen. They found a few examples where the city didn't follow through or only did part of the work. Here's Kelly Rinke.
We are now starting to understand that we are really at the tip of the iceberg.
How big of an issue this is remains unclear, but a police watchdog group thinks a few examples is enough for concern.
You know, as a taxpayer, I'd like the city to be, spending my tax dollars on things that make the city better rather than, accounting for the mistakes of departments.
Denver Citizen Oversight Board said the city pays millions of dollars to settle lawsuits involving misconduct, but in some cases, the city failed to comply with other terms like policy changes.
We want to make sure that, the systems are changed as a result of these specific incidents.
The chair of the group, Julia Richman, wants to make sure Denver follows through to hopefully prevent misconduct in the future. She says finding out how many cases this includes is difficult.
What we're finding is that there is no good system for identifying all of the terms. If it's not captured centrally or in, a database of any kind.
And she's getting different answers on who's responsible for holding public safety agencies accountable.
It's just really unclear whose responsibility it is to track and ensure the work is being done.
Denver makes agreements in court to settle cases of misconduct. Learning how often the city may be breaking promises could take the board months.
We are really just sort of opening the bag of puzzle pieces at this point.
The board suggests it may be a good idea for the city to publish the terms it agrees to and track when those are completed. They're hopeful progress can be made on this issue this year, Kyle.
I mean, if we think about how to spend money to save money, the reform seems like a good way to save money in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about the Citizen Oversight Board said that Denver paid more than $15 million in these misconduct lawsuits alone last year. So if we figure out how to make these policy changes or ensure that those terms are being met, maybe that can prevent payouts in the future.
All right, Kelly Rinke, my sweater twin today. Thank you for that.